Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. I already showed you in the last video here this likely breakout to the downside, and I said that this breakout will get much more likely and will much more likely extend further down if we break below that $1,950 level. And in the end that did happen. We crossed it to the downside, and in line with my Bitcoin count I already indicated in the last video, we can count this here as a 5-wave move down. Yeah, this is all played out for Bitcoin, Cardano, Solana so far, because they all move in a very similar wave count here. Even this broke out from the last video. I showed you here this bear flag, which also broke to the downside. Yeah, this was expected. It's a bearish flag. You usually would expect a move to the downside from that played out, and then we saw here a 5-wave move. And when you finish a 5-wave move, what you can expect is that you see then a corrective move up. So this first impulsive move down consists of 5 waves. This also completes a wave 1. Yeah, I'll just highlight that in yellow now here. A wave 1, and everybody who's been following me on my Bitcoin videos, Polkadot, Cardano, Solana, you will know that I, when we reach this level here on those charts, I talked about a retracement to the upside. Now that has happened in a wave 2. Also here, yeah, despite the small rally today, this sort of bearish scenario, or yeah, downward momentum scenario still remains intact. The reason that it remains intact is because this high remains in place. This high as $2,108 US, it was not broken, and therefore this move down plays out currently and has not been invalidated at all. You can even count here this wave 2 very beautifully as an ABC. You can see the 3-wave structure, and we would then consequently expect now, if this was already the swing high, you would expect now a wave 3 to the downside. Now, to do that, the price must not move back above $2,108. If it does that, that would invalidate this immediate downtrend trending scenario. It would, and I have to say that, it would not be bullish. Even if we break back above $2,108, it would not be bullish. It would just mean I have to restructure that a little bit and make that a bit different. But so far it's adhering very well to the wave count here. And in the next move, I would now primarily expect a strong move down, a sell-off again. We have already broken the $2,000 level again. And let's take a look at what is the likelihood that wave 2 is actually finished. Let's catch the Fib retracements here. It reached perfectly the 61.8% Fibonacci level at $2,030. That is a very good level for a wave 2 retracement. And yeah, I wouldn't have any problems to now start the 3rd wave down. Where would the 3rd wave actually land with a high likelihood? Let's take a look at the Fibonacci extension levels for that. So that would at least go to this 1.618 Fib extension, $1,700. Yeah, this is where I would primarily expect a wave 3 to go to. Bear in mind, a wave 3 would also not move down in a straight line. It consists as well out of 5 waves. So what you would get, if this indeed is a wave 2, and if this wave count is correct, which I currently assume it is, then you would also get here a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would complete that yellow wave in the yellow wave 3. So around about $1,700. Why is that level so important anyway? Well, if we zoom out, we can actually see that $1,700 level is a super important support level. That red line here, that support line is the $1,700 level. Now, if we break below that, we will have a massive head and shoulders play out here. Now, I'm not really looking at that in terms of price target, because that would take us probably to 0, but I'm not suggesting that is the case. I'd rather think that we make a lower low based on Fibonacci retracements, and an ideal level for that would be around the $1,500 level. And should we drop below that, then we're probably going to see the $1,200 level, the 200-week moving average. I think that is sort of a very likely level where we could find the low. Yeah, and then we also would have a very nice swing low here. Yeah, a lower low to clean up this whole chart structure, and then we can start from scratch with a new wave, because this was in the end a wave 1. We then had a wave A, B, C. to finish off a wave 2. Now I don't think the wave 2 is finished yet. That is sort of the higher level wave degree, yeah, the wave 2, and all the other subwaves here are playing out within that, yeah. So currently here waiting really now for that move down, and again, this is not guaranteed to play out that we move down from here, but it is just higher, the highest likelihood in my opinion. Now, what is very important to say that unlikely events happen all the time. So this is not 100%, it can't be. We can only make assumptions based on the Elliott wave count, but I believe the Elliott wave method is the method that can give you with the highest likelihood certain price targets and levels and predict the next price moves if you are riding the right wave. And at the moment I think we are. Yeah, so the last moves here worked out very nicely, and anyway that overall correction, how it was done and played out, worked out very well. So I'm quite confident we are riding the right wave count here, and that gives me more confidence that we are also going to see this wave 3 play out. But of course, you know, I'm not making the markets here, so should it really break above 2108, we are going to see an extension of that wave 4 to the upside, and I'm very excited to see how this is going to play out. What is the daily chart doing here? On the daily, we can still see bearish momentum on the ADX. The RSI also still very, very low. The MACD is starting, or is continuously reducing momentum here. And I think this is now a make or break point. So will something happen like this here on the 4th of May, where we are going to turn down and prevent a bullish crossover? I think it could. If this is really now a wave 3 that is going to play out to the downside, it will invalidate that whole bullish momentum here that we have, or at least we will reduce, we will stop the reduction of the negative momentum here on the MACD on the daily, and that is just a bearish sign. And also here the very meaningful 4-day chart is far from turning around, so that is what I actually want to see, the 4-day to turn around. What still gives me a lot of headache, and I'm very honest with you, what gives me a lot of headache, it's not necessarily the weekly chart, it is the monthly chart. Yeah, the MACD line for me is still way too high, and it has really only started to move down in the bearish range. So this is still what gives me a headache. Yeah, this is the only thing where I am even doubting here myself, and if I think, was I really bearish enough? I hope that this is not really coming down that much, because if this comes down lower, I mean, we won't necessarily see here a $1,200 level. We will actually see significant lower levels for Ethereum and other coins then probably as well. But I need to closely observe that. Hopefully we are going to turn around at one of the levels I indicated. That is what I can currently see, how I see the market at the moment. So far it's working out, but we need to keep a close eye here on the monthly MACD. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.